Cody Rhodes versus AJ Styles 2 is not yet fully announced, but will more than likely happen next weekend in Glasgow, Scotland at WWE Clash at the Castle 2024. Now, this match has some big problems coming its way, so let's not waste any time. Let's get right into what these problems are. First of all, let's start with one half of the people involved, AJ Styles. We just saw last Friday night on SmackDown, he pulled the retirement fake promo segment thing. And while this was great, similarly, there's going to be a lot of comparisons to the Mark Henry retirement segment because, you know, it's basically a carbon copy. It has the same problems that retirement segment had. So when Mark Henry did this retirement segment, I think it was 2013, I want to say, against John Cena for the WWE Championship. They then had a match for the title, which Henry lost. He had just come off the back of his Hall of Pain run. And then this retirement fake thing, it was amazing. He lost the title match and he never really got his career back into the position it was before. So AJ Styles losing this match, potentially he puts himself into that same thing of he needs to win, and if he doesn't, will he sort of recover? And if he does lose, what does he do next? You know, for someone who's only been in WWE for 8 years, he's done literally everything. There's nothing left for him to do. He's won the WWE Championship. There's two things that spring to mind that he's not done, but he's won the WWE Championship, the Intercontinental, the United States, the Tag Championships. The only two things that he hasn't yet done, Money in the Bank and a Royal Rumble. Will he do either of those? I'm not sure. So we're left in a position of what major things does AJ Styles have left to do in the WWE? And I worry for him that if he loses this match, can he get his... Because it's really a thing that once you've pulled this retirement thing, he needs to win really from a storyline perspective. Mark Henry needed to win the WWE Championship from John Cena way back in 2013. So that's AJ Styles' main problem. Now let's look at the other side of the match, which obviously is the undisputed WWE Champion Cody Rhodes. Speaking of if AJ should win, Cody really can't lose. So immediately, without even thinking too deeply into any reasons why, we have two people going into this match who really can't really afford to lose, and that causes so many problems. But I guess it comes down to who can't lose more from a booking perspective. So why can't Cody lose? His reign has only just started. It's 2 months old now. April, we're now into the start of June, so it's about 2 months old now. And he hasn't really done anything yet. He's had 2 title defenses, one against AJ Styles, which was phenomenal at Backlash in France, like an amazing match. And then he had another one against Logan Paul in Saudi Arabia, which again, even though people won't like to admit it because Logan Paul was involved, it was an amazing match. So Cody has had 2 title defenses in his very young and short title reign, and they've both been fantastic. So the work he's doing, he deserves to carry it on, and he deserves to have more matches. You know, he just ended Roman Reigns' record-setting, incredible, how long was it? 3 years? I think it was like 1,200 days, maybe more than that. That's just off the top of my head. So he deserves to, he ended that run. He deserves to then have a good run himself. Otherwise, it makes his title win at WrestleMania look not as good. And there are so many story-based matches left for Cody Rhodes to have as champion. immediately springing to mind is the one with Randy Orton, obviously going back to their days in Legacy in the sort of late 2000s. So, you know, and then obviously when Roman comes back, we've got the rematch that they can have. Still, I'm hearing rumours about The Rock and Cody Rhodes being a plan for potentially next WrestleMania. So there's a lot of meat left on the bones of the Cody Rhodes title run that for it to end this prematurely would feel premature, I guess. And then this might be a thing that only I take issue with. Maybe, you know, maybe other people do, let me know. I worry that Cody Rhodes' title run is in danger of what I like to call the Seth Rollins issue. Now, when Seth Rollins had his run as World Heavyweight Champion, he had two sort of main feuds, which was Finn Balor and Shinsuke Nakamura. Now, he obviously won both of those feuds because he, you know, lost the title to Drew at WrestleMania. So, what is the Seth Rollins issue? It's where I think your face champion, your babyface champion, is going into feuds that you want the heel to win. Now, the story when Seth Rollins was champion, the story for Finn Balor to win the World Championship back that he never lost from 2016. The story was there. I think it made great sense. I think it would have been a great thing to get Balor back into the main event as a main event player. And similarly to for Nakamura, when he had his matches, I think it was a chance for him to really get that main event push. You know, he had just started doing these, I don't even know what you'd sort of describe them as, the sort of anime promo villain packages that were great. They made him different and a really credible threat. It was the most dangerous he had looked in his entire run on the main roster, and he lost. And Nakamura certainly hasn't got back to being near those heights, and Balor potentially could with Priest being the World Heavyweight Champion at the moment, but we're not sure how long that'll go. So I worry that Cody Rhodes is going into feuds. I know AJ Styles is the only major feud he's had so far, apart from the Logan Paul, but that was a Saudi match. So, and I worry that he'll end up in situations where people want the heel to win, and when you've got your baby face of the company world champion, if every feud he goes into you're wanting the heel to win, that's immediately, you know, problems. So, you know, if you're wanting AJ to win because of this retirement promo, that's one thing. I can see a world where people want Randy Orton to beat him so he can get that 15th World Championship and potentially push on for a 16th, maybe even a 17th, but I'm not sure if you'd go that far. I would quite like it. But yeah, the Seth Rollins issue, I worry for AJ Styles that he could end up in a place where you want the heel to beat him every time, and that's a problem. And my final issue with the AJ Styles Cody Rhodes match is at Clash at the Castle, it cannot main event the pay-per-view or the premium live event. The main event has to be Drew McIntyre versus Damian Priest for the World Heavyweight Championship. The crowd will be amazing throughout the throughout the entire night. The crowd will be phenomenal. It's a UK crowd. I know I'm biased, but UK crowds are fantastic. They always are, and I've never seen a bad UK wrestling crowd. Drew has to be in the main event. I think the best example of putting a sort of big name face at the company match ahead of the local talent involved would be Backlash from 2021, I think it would have been. No, not 2021. 2023. The one in, oh my God, where was it? Puerto Rico, where Cody Rhodes and Brock Lesnar main evented over Damian Priest versus Bad Bunny. If it wasn't Puerto Rico, I'm really sorry. I'm just woken up, so my mind isn't really fully operating at the moment. You know the one I mean, though. The crowd for that Damian Priest Bad Bunny match was one of the, like, Bad Bunny's entrance alone, if you go and watch that, that will sum up to you how hot this crowd was for this match. And the match was amazing, overbooked to high hell, but it worked perfectly for it. It was amazing. So it tailed off for that Cody Rhodes Brock Lesnar match, and I worry, as much as the Cody Rhodes AJ Styles match will be fantastic, I have no doubt about that again, I just think the peak of the excitement will be for Drew versus Priest, so that has to be the main event. And I worry that it won't be because it's Cody Rhodes and it's AJ Styles. The only way around that, I think, is you put Drew versus Priest on first. But I just think, you know, we need to get to a point where we solidify the World Heavyweight Championship as, you know, a top prize and not the one that people turn to because they couldn't beat Roman. So now that Roman's not involved, we have a really good chance as well to actually make it. The World Heavyweight Championship is a top prize. It's the top prize of Monday Night Raw. And I think having it main event pay-per-views is the best way to do it. So yeah, Cody Rhodes versus AJ Styles can't be the main event. It has to be Drew versus Priest. Who should win that match? Go and watch my video from last week where I said why Drew McIntyre has to win the World Heavyweight Championship. Go watch that video. I think it was really detailed, got the mind going on the pros and cons of Drew winning the title and whether it will actually happen or not. So that is all of the issues involved with the Cody Rhodes and AJ Styles match that is presumably coming at WWE Clash at the Castle 2024 live from Glasgow, Scotland. Next week, my video will be my predictions for that event. I am immensely excited, so subscribe to see those predictions and all the content that will come. I upload weekly wrestling content without fail. Yeah, please like the video, please subscribe. I hope you enjoyed, and thank you for watching.